This is Maupiha, a remote atoll in the deep South Pacific. We've just arrived after an overnight sail from Bora Bora through what is said to be one of the narrowest and most unforgiving passes in all of French Polynesia.
Little left, okay, little right. This is incredible. And then just to make sure you're paying attention, it looks like there's a bommy right in the middle as you come in.
Now, this place is as beautiful as it is forgotten.
I think this might be the most beautiful place in French Polynesia.
Today, only 3 people remain. The beaches are lined with abandoned homes and copra sheds. And the coconuts that once built livelihoods now rot where they fall. Oh, there's a rat in there. And this story isn't unique. Across all of French Polynesia, the same scenes repeat themselves. Once lively islands slowly reclaimed by the sea and the jungle.
It's crazy because there's nobody here. It's like a ghost town. It's kind of sad.
But why? Why would anyone leave a place this stunning? If life once flourished here, what changed? That's what we've come to find out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, eh?
Yeah.
How nice is this, Ash?
I don't know. It's just so funny. It's so like rare to get this kind of white sand that isn't like coral everywhere. It's so gorgeous. Like, it's stunning.
The locals used to be, and still are, really, really resourceful. What this is a vessel or a boat lift. They don't have, hydraulics or electricity here. So what they use instead is this 4-pillar structure. These wheels are literally the purchase system. So you can turn this, and then that pulls the rope up. You lift your boat and your engine out of the water so it doesn't rot. Pretty cool, eh? But as you get on shore here, you'll see it's just abandoned. There's nothing here anymore. No one here. Everything's just rotting.
So there's a lot of abandoned houses right now, but the people here in Maupiha are absolutely fantastic to sailors, and sailors are helpful to them, and they help move goods back and forth between Maupiti and here. This is what kind of gets left behind.
There's a lot of these kind of lobster traps or fish traps that they have hauled out on land now. They used to catch a lot of lobster and fish, and then they would keep them in the traps until they needed them, because again, there is no refrigeration here. That behind me is probably some sort of fish drying station. They catch fish, but then to preserve it, they dry it. This might be a fishing camp, not so much a copra camp, although I'm sure they often did both. Not actually going to go inside of any of these places because it is their private area. But I don't think they mind us walking through it. Wow, this place is gorgeous. Now this cabin belongs to a lady by the name of Hina, and she has since also gone to a local island, neighboring island called Maupiti. But wow, what a beautiful little place. And it may look rustic to many, but it is absolutely peaceful here. She's swept her yard, she's cleared it out so you have a beautiful view. She even has a Christmas tree.
She was apparently quite a character and liked to make her own beer, and kind of feel like you're missing a piece of it when you see a house like this. And you hear the stories from the cruisers of a few years back, and they used to go fishing and bring fish to the anchorage and show everyone else how to fish and coconut crab hunt, and it was like a really neat kind of community with the sailors and the locals here. And always love a little gift from the sailors as they come through. So it's kind of a mutual little beneficial thing where we learn a bit about living on a remote atoll, and they get a few staples and the odd treat like a pineapple like we gave.
There is so much hermit crabs.
That is more hermit crabs than I've ever seen before in my life.
That is insane.
And they're all over there too.
I think they like the shade, maybe.
It's crazy, I don't know how they do that.
I must say the locals always have the best solutions. Just put the sink outboard the house and let it drain on the ground. They do have some power, but it's pretty minimal in terms of solar power. I'm guessing they're pretty small compared to what we have aboard. maybe 500 watts each. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like a big enough panel for 500 watts. A lot of stuff, I guess, washes up on these atolls, and I don't know how they carried this thing across the atoll, but it is a massive mark. These marks are used to sometimes mark entrances to harbors or obstructions, and somehow they managed to get this mark all the way up here in the jungle. Why? I have no idea. Maybe it was just cool. All of the coconuts that have fallen on the ground fell down from a height that probably could kill a human. An interesting, fun little fact, coconuts kill more people every year than sharks. Coconuts kill. Watch out. Oh, I found the rubbish dump. You do wonder, where does all the beer and bottles and wine go? They go right here. It does make you think about how hustling and bustling this place would have been, I don't know, 20, 50 years ago. Now it's just eerie, dead silence. There was something else happening here many years ago. Actual life. People have to adapt. It's now tourism. Hopefully that tourism sticks around so that they can make that work. Do you like it here, Bodhi? Or is it too hot?
Me too.
I think when we all get home, we're going swimming. It's too hot. It gets incredibly hot here during the day. And the way the locals deal with it, they make these kind of hammocks out of old fishing nets and ropes and bamboo. And then they sit in them during the day. During the heat of the day, they just lay around and wait until 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and then they get their second wind and they start doing stuff again. But yeah, from 10 to 2, 10 to 3, there's usually not much happening on these islands when there is people around. Out here, we drink a lot of water. We start our day with fresh water and we end our day with fresh water. And this year we started adding Element to our routine. Element has made a huge difference in our lives. More energy, less brain fog, and way fewer end-of-day crashes. So what is Element? They're essentially these little drink pack mixes that are just electrolyte, just the essentials: sodium, potassium, and magnesium. No junk, no food dyes, no weird fillers. And they've just updated their sample pack that now includes 8 sticks total, 2 of their most popular flavors each: citrus salt, raspberry salt, watermelon salt, and orange salt. They're perfect for trying them all out or sharing them with a salty friend. And if you're sweating like we are, or even just a little bit each day, this stuff works. We've noticed that, and it makes a difference. Right now, you can grab a free 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors if you go to drinkelement.com/Nahoa. Again, that's drinklmnt.com/Nahoa, and try them all out or share them with a salty friend. Love this stuff. Use it every single day. It's one of the products we absolutely feel integrity with and use every single day. This essentially is what they used to trade back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It was called white gold here in the South Pacific. And the Europeans would set up trading houses and they would trade the locals for the copra, the meat inside of these, for imported goods like kerosene, sugar, or flour. That is until the Southeast Asia palm oil industry started competing with the copra, because palm oil is so much cheaper to produce and sell. The oils are then added to things like soaps, foods, basically everything you can think of, candy, everything you buy in the store usually has some sort of oil in it. And these days, it usually has palm oil in it. We first started seeing the palm oil industry up close back in Borneo. We're about to head up the river, man.
Whoa, the boat almost is tipping over. Look at there's an orangutan. And there's the river we're going up.
Miles of rainforest cleared, land burned, the sky thick with smoke. It's hard to describe the scale of it until you're there breathing it. The air quality gets so bad you can taste it, yet most of the world will never see that side of it. And I don't blame anyone for that. It's easy to forget where things come from. The food we eat, the soap we use, the fuel that keeps us moving. But the truth is, the palm oil industry keeps showing up in our travels. Its impact stretches from the jungles of Southeast Asia to the empty atolls of the South Pacific.
All of this is organic. And
Whoa!
This is the pit swam, the top layer before we reach the soil.
the soil, and this could be like a meter, right?
Yeah, sometimes some places like
deeper.
even 10 meter, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Is it mostly because of the palm oil that they slash burn so that it can grow, or?
Yeah, mostly the palm oil and also the agricultural things.
And that's why a lot of Borneo is on fire.
Most of these camps are boarded up. We've seen it again and again here in the two motus. I mean, they do have, some gas cooking. They bring in propane tanks or butane tanks and cook. But yeah, no one is around anymore. They even used to have, water catchment basins as this one, and even little gardens. And everything is kind of returning to nature here. They were in here maybe 5 years ago. But it's all kind of been shut down. There is still real roads. Well, maybe you don't call them real, but that's what I'm walking on right here is one of the paths that they use to transport all the copra back to the main town, where then the cargo ship would take it on and take it to probably Tahiti.
There's actually a road that connects, that a car can drive on the whole way around this island. And it's crazy because there's nobody here. I feel like there used to be a community. Like, it's a strange thing. It's like a ghost town. It's kind of sad.
It's sad. It's reality. It's the way economics work. For the most part, a lot of these people, these locals, are now, instead of farming copra, they are now turning to tourism. So there's a family here that is now going and starting a Airbnb in an island about a day sail away, about 80 miles away, because it's more lucrative, or at least makes a bit more money than hauling and drying and splitting copra, which is back-breaking work.
A strong worker might manage around 1,000 coconuts in a single day. That's 6 heavy bags of dried copra, or around 165 kilos. But here in French Polynesia, the payout is only about 50 cents a kilo. So after all that work, climbing palm trees, splitting husks, hauling and drying, the day's earnings come to maybe $80. 1,000 coconuts for $80. That's why across the South Pacific, these copra camps are falling silent. The work is brutal, the reward is small, and the people are frankly moving on. They can make an easier living running an Airbnb.
You gave me a little sample. It's really good. It's like bread, kind of bready, kind of sweet. It's good. You got a big thing going on here. That roof slides closed when it rains, but they open it up when it's sunny and then they close it when it's rainy. I think it's all to prevent mold. This right here is the last 3 people living here on Maupiha. There is a mom with a little 3-year-old boy, so that's 2, and then there's a grandma. So there's literally 3 people living here. They cannot produce the amount of copra that the cargo ship requires, which is 40 tons per month or per every 3 months. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of copra. So they're literally living off of the donations from sailors, off of the land with coconut crab fishing, pigs and chickens, and that's it. Pretty cool, man. Like, these guys are just living the chill life. Although I don't think it's that chill because it's a lot of work to live off the land. And by the way, the flies are outrageous here. I don't know what's going on, but there's flies all over the island. It's just crazy. You can't see them on camera, but there's a lot of them. A lot. The tickling gets a lot worse. That's mostly what it is, just tickling. And this is basically what you're dealing with all day long here.
The perfect coconut tree because look, you don't even have to climb it. They're just right there.
Yeah, get your copra right there. What do you think about this place, Willa?
Not perfect. It's underrated.
Why?
Because it's raining on us and then we get a squall.
Lots of flies.
Yeah.
We are conditioning our kids to only like perfect places. I don't know if this is a good thing. Oh, and there's a squall coming, so we're gonna go back to the boat. Ashley's got her laundry out.
This is epic. And we also get prickles and it's like ridiculous.
So a couple weeks ago, I think some sailors brought 20 chickens from the other island here to help the locals because they'd lost all the chickens. There's wild cats here that eat the chickens, so they got their chickens back. They're very happy about them. Apparently they're laying eggs too. That's their home.
Yeah.
Life here couldn't look more peaceful from the outside. The sand is swept clean, everything has its place. You've got the bare necessities. Old pearl farm buoys make their way here as decorations, and scattered amongst them are the relics you collect when you live in a place this remote, including the remnants from a time when the world was at war, even here in paradise.
So this is a cannonball from World War I.
That plug you see there means this cannonball likely contained, or still does contain, an explosive charge. This one was pulled from the World War I wreck outside the pass and has been sitting here ever since.
That's a cannonball from a pirate ship.
What? For now, Dad.
Oh, sorry, Bodhi. Why are you so good?
Dinner.
I want to see it.
We gotta take that home. We're very fortunate to have this generosity here, but us sailors and the group of community of sailors is also super generous. There's a family right now who brought dinner to share with them. And I think this is a common occurrence and it's really fun. It's a great kind of fun community, and it's lovely to have people that accept you onto their island and kind of invite you in. We're very fortunate here.
And very wet.
And annoyed by the prickle and rain.
Prickled in the rain, eh? Double down.
Hey, but the flies are gone.
And we touched her face after holding the coconut, and unfortunately I think she's had a bit of a reaction to the like coconut face touching. So, you know, she's itchy on top of it. Coconut land. Okay, let's go.
What's the game plan here, Mom?
We're gonna go check out the windward side, but I had to find the shortest path across through the jungle. Jungle is not always my favorite place. That's a nice fire pit. It's even got a bench.
Hey, we can have a fire here.
Yeah. We've been looking for a spot for Bodhi's birthday. Bodhi's turning 4 and we're gonna have a bonfire, right, buddy? Yeah.
Maybe right here.
Maybe here. Maybe out on the point. We'll see what the wind's doing and what we feel like.
Man, this place is desolate. There's nobody here. This, my boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is where you find ambergris. Ashley looks for shells. I look for ambergris. That's our MO.
I think this is paradise. Like,
It
there's
is.
actually like sand. That doesn't happen all the time in motifs.
We saw a huge shark on the way in here.
Huge.
Huge, probably like 10 feet long, like 2 feet shorter than our dinghy.
I think it was bigger than our dinghy.
It's huge. It wasn't a black tip. It was like all yellow, grayish. Might have been a yellow. What's it called? A
Hermit crab.
never mind. All right, go say hi. Go say hi. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming.
Life here is sublime. After visiting thousands of islands and atolls, Mount Pia stands out as one of a kind. The kind of place that reminds you of why you sail in the first place. The sand here is impossibly soft and white. Our days fall into an easy rhythm, exploring the islands, building forts with the kids, and just enjoying nature's playground.
Hey guys!
It's a manta.
Guys, there's a manta ray! Bodhi, Willa! Manta ray! Where'd it go?
They're swimming away.
Well, let's go get them! Quick!
I don't see them.
What are they? They're big! Whoa, that's the biggest eagle ray I've seen in a long time.
But Maupiha isn't always sunshine and turquoise waters. When the rain rolls in, the whole place changes. The light softens, the lagoon turns glassy, and the whole place feels like it's holding its breath. But even on those gray days, there's something magical here.
Aren't they beautiful?
We wake up to another bright, sunny day, the kind that just begs you to explore every corner of the lagoon. And we can't help but wonder what's going through our kids' minds. Is this just a normal day for them? Do they realize how rare this kind of freedom is? No seatbelts, no schedules, just the few rules we need to stay sane. The world we came from feels buried in rules, most of them for good reason, but somewhere along the line, freedom was lost. Out here, it feels like we found it again, and maybe that's what we value the most.
This is incredible, man. This is so beautiful here. Holy smokes, eh? How wild is this? We just came out to the edge of the atoll, watching the waves bash up on the reef. It literally goes from thousands of meters up to zero. And these waves that have crossed the whole entire Pacific from the south, like down past north to the south of New Zealand, they come up here and this is where it ends for them. And you can hear the waves. It's just power. It's incredible out here though. The water clarity is just next level. Well, do you guys want to get some lunch?
Yeah.
Swimming and lunch is what the request
We're all
is.
hot and sweaty.
Try and get out of this maze. Got a road. Home.
You see that dark path there? I wish I could figure out how to zoom this thing. Nope, that's not it. Watch out, you might meet my husband on the trail.
Each of these holds 150 copra coconuts worth of copra. Did I say that right? 150 worth of coconuts worth of coke. I didn't say that right. Just trying to find the nutcracker for the coconut crab. Because I hope we can solve that on the new boat.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.